My name is Jay Engman, and I'm the president of the First Creatives. I relocated to Ghana about 4 years ago. The mission was to try and build the creative economy here in Ghana. And then, after seeing all of the creative talent here, we realized there was a lot more than just trying to build the creative economy over here. And we decided to set up an agency which scouted for talent that had the potential to cross over and needed the necessary skills and the necessary training to be able to compete in a commercial market. And it went really well. We auditioned over 800 people to begin with, and the majority of them were actors. And now we're actually in the process of sending a majority of them to the UK to train and do screen acting. And yes, everything is going exactly to the way we planned. So when Jessica brought this program to us, we were ecstatic because it was exactly in line with what we wanted to do as well. The other thing as well is the creative entrepreneurship or the creative enterprise program embodies exactly what we're about, because in the creative sector over here in Ghana, we have a lot of creators that have the lack of knowledge when it comes to business. And just the title executive production is something that is missing here in West Africa when it comes to creative content. So for us to be able to find naturally talented creatives in the film industry here that need that business know-how to be able to compete in a kind of an international market, what they need is that business know-how. And Henley, the business school, can definitely deliver that for us, while we supply them with the creative kind of perception or the targets, or make them see that it's believable to compete in the international market. My business partner Ameyaw and I started off this company by focusing on West Africa at the beginning, and we've had amazing feedback, and now we're actually in the process of bringing Africa's first 21st century studio to Ghana. And this is a big thing because for us, job creation is number one for us.
So I'll keep this quite short and sweet, as my colleague did cover a good chunk of it. But like he was saying, it is our mission at the First Creatives to basically groom and nurture the next generation of entrepreneurial creatives. When we started off at the beginning, we knew that there was a huge gap in the market for commercial content that could cross over into the global market. So we found it to be our #1 aim to create the type of Skillshare initiative, the Skillshare environment suitable to facilitate that sort of education for the next generation of creatives. I do want to thank Henley Business School and FNLE obviously for taking part in this program, because this program is one of many, the first of many actually, to kick off this type of facilitation. We just hope that it changes people's perspective on how creative business is run, and essentially kick off a new generation of wonderful content and stuff that can be globally understood. So we thank you so much for coming to this press conference and hearing us out, and basically documenting every single aspect of this program.
First of all, thank you very much for being here this morning. I'm very grateful that you came to hear from this program. I'm Jean-Pierre Choulet, I'm the Vice Dean for Ameyaw School for Africa. Some of you may have noticed I'm French, which explains the strange accent that I'm using this morning. I grew up in Ivory Coast, so it was not very far from here. The story of Ameyaw Business School started in 1945. Ameyaw Business School is the oldest business school in the UK. And the reason why 3 guys walking on the banks of the River Thames in 1945, 3 days after World War II finished, the reason why they founded Ameyaw Business School was to equip people with practical knowledge to face the major disruption that the world was entering in. And it has been a quite successful endeavor. Henley Business School very soon became very international. And 80 years later, over almost 80 years later, the story is always the same. Henley Business School purpose is to equip people with practical knowledge to face disruptions. The world we have entered in with the digital disruption, with sustainability, the environment, climate change, needs people equipped with the type of skills that will make them thrive, and maybe more than that, build and propose new models to face this disruption. Ghana is full of creative talents, but the pathway from talents to successful business is quite complex. And that's all this program is about. Let's train them, let's equip them from creative acumen to business acumen. Let's equip them with the Henley business canvases developed by the Center for Entrepreneurship at Henley, so that they can discover the strengths of their idea, the DNA, the pure DNA of their idea, maybe tweak it a little bit, in order to move from an ID-centric initiative to a customer-centric initiative. Our purpose is that at the end of this program, they enter with ideas and they have to live with a business model. They have to live with a customer-centric approach. They have to unlock their idea and they have to talk to the market.
As my colleague have said, both Ameyaw and Jessica, the British Council is doing this because Ghana needs a thriving creative industry. And this is our contribution, to force the transition. And I just said and I talked about that talent is not enough. So talent needs to be carefully nurtured in enterprise. So that's what the British Council is doing in the creative industry. And we're focusing on film at the moment because we understand the power of film, the power of content creation in shaping the society. I usually make this jest, make this, create this comments that Nigeria is struggling today, despite the fact that we have made some strides in our Nollywood. But because of the complicated nature of the content, the shape of the country is seen from the point of view of ritual, killing and all of that. It is because the power of film is strong. I struggle every day to tell people that I am corporate, I have nothing to ritual, I have nothing to crime, because of the image the film has created. But nevertheless, that has changed. So it is important that filmmakers, have carried the picture of the society they are trying to shape, and because of making their film. So the British Council is very much interested. We understand the power of film, and that's why we are launching this program. Starting with film, by next year, we want to transition to other art forms, which include music and all of that. So I want to sincerely thank you for being a part of that. Living Partners, perspective, the Henley Business School, and a friend from Africa, Nigeria. Sincerely want to thank you for putting hands with us, joining hands with us in trying to design the program. I'm also fair to thank my colleague Jessica and Denzel for working very hard, and then to also congratulate the participants of the program. The 60 that made it for the first stage, the 30 that's going to make it to the next stage, and then the 5 of them that eventually get the grants. And we hope that at the end of this, there will be quantifiable, measurable impact of this program on the creative film sector in Ghana in a way that it will transform the society and create jobs. Also, obviously, our principal focus on the project is to create jobs within the Ghana creative industry. So thank you very much for coming.
So we have officially launched the Creative Enterprise Support Programme at the British Council Ghana. The Creative Enterprise Support Programme is delivered by Henley Business School, the First Creatives and Afrinolly, and it's a programme where we have 60 film entrepreneurs who will be trained for 2 weeks, and then 30 film entrepreneurs who will go into incubation, and 5 entrepreneurs, film entrepreneurs and filmmakers who will be given a grant to support their film projects or film programs. Now, this is the first time that the British Council Ghana is releasing such a program, and we're really excited. We've got some great filmmakers with some great concepts, and we really think that these projects will go far with our support. In Ghana, we have phenomenal creatives, great ideas, great concepts, a lot of talent, but a lack of entrepreneurial understanding and a lack of enterprise enforcement in how they approach their creative talents. So the Creative Enterprise Program is literally to take all of that talent, and to harness people into seeing their talent as a business. And so if I make great films, that's phenomenal. But how do I make great films for global impact? How do I get big organizations such as Amazon and Netflix to buy my films? How do I turn my film into a global feature film? And that's the knowledge that we have because of the delivery partners that we're working with, and that's our focus. We also have some great film businesses where people own production companies in Kumasi, in Takoradi, in Accra, and they just want to get all of this knowledge and pass it on to their employees, pass it on to people that are training with them. And the idea is that we don't just have 60 great filmmakers by the end of it, but we have 60 great, talented business people in film. The program began on the 10th of February, which was last week, and that's when we began our training strand, which is stage 1 of the program. Unfortunately, it's closed for new participants, but if you want to keep up with the program, you can follow us on Twitter, which is GHBritish. We also have a hashtag, which is The Real Storytellers, where you can keep up with the participants, you can see what they're learning, and you can see the great work that they're creating. The training will finish this week on the 21st of February, and by the 2nd of March we'll go into incubation.